Influencers are building the next billion-dollar brands, and here's why it's important. So this is an article that was released about Jake Paul's new men's care line called W. He launched it last year. He centered it all around the Mike Tyson fights and rolled it out. And what's crazy is this is competing now and going up against Axe and Old Spice and all these kind of like legacy brands that have always just been on the shelves, right? You have all of these like old school established brands that have just always been there. But I think what is changing is the landscape of media and the landscape of the power of influencers and what influencers have, and being able to, how do you take this influence and attention and understanding your demographic and then being able to wrap it up with a product that you're able to sell to the masses, specifically around a CPG brand, right? Consumer packaged goods. So something that people buy all of the time. So deodorant, body wash, it runs out, you got to replace it all the time. It's a really, really good business because people keep buying it over and over once you get them hooked. And so a lot of these influencers are realizing the power that they actually have to be able to kind of create and launch their own brands. And so he did a really good job of just like the aesthetics, right? It's made in America, it's good quality. He put another big thing too to kind of highlight is this, he's pushing it as vitamin infused. So vitamin B, vitamin E, magnesium. And so thinking about how, a lot of these older established brands have a lot of harmful chemicals. If you look at, our food that we have, there's a lot of process and dyes and all these different things. So I'm seeing a lot of influencers shift into healthier ingredients, something more sustainable, kind of shifting more into that process. So for him to be able to tap into that, for not only being able to look, I got the attention and all of that stuff too, but then also to be able to talk about this is healthier than the other brands, I think is just very smart. He tapped into a bunch of influencers, stuff that fit the demographic. They did a whole campaign rollout. Again, they launched it and centered it around Mike Tyson and his fight. So it was just a really just incredible way to launch it because all of his demographic was literally watching and all the eyes were on him to be able to set this up. And so I think it was just a really great way and a great execution of how it was rolled out and released. He does activation. So like at the fight, he set this punching bag up, but he shaped it in the face of, or in the shape of his face. So when people come up, they hit the punching bag, but it's in the shape of his face. And so it's a classic Jake